What is up and welcome back. I'm CK Ninja. Today I'm pretty excited again because I got another Elijah's Xtreme. Today I have the Xtreme Regret Reserve. So first of all, take a look at the beautiful artwork on this thing. It is absolutely gorgeous, and if you can see it, I really hope you can. Hidden inside the mouth there is a little scorpion, and then over here he's got a little tear. So I just thought that was cool little details that you know, from just this you can't see that, but I love that they added those little details in there from the original, the little scorpion in the mouth. And I'm excited for this one because it's supposed to be the hottest sauce that they have. Now I can't lie, I don't know if it's going to be as hot as what people say, because from what I've seen, the only difference is they've added habaneros. So let me just get this out of the box and I'll check the ingredients and we'll get into all of that. So that's just a sleeve and then the standard box that all of them come in if you order online. Open it up and check it out. Alright, so before I show you the bottle, of course it always comes with the thank you card and all the stores that you can get it from. You probably couldn't see it clear enough on the last video, so in this one, now you can see. I found my local Cabela's had Xtreme Regret, the handmade Reaper, or handcrafted Reaper, and the Ghost Pepper. And of course you get the sticker. So that's all that comes in the box. Just like anytime you order any of the Elijah's Xtreme online. Next we'll check out the bottle here. And again, I love this artwork. So it is the same artwork from the box, but it's a bit shinier. I love this. It's beautiful. Beautiful artwork on that. So I'm just going to read from the bottle as usual. And then I'm actually going to compare the ingredients from the original just to see, did they only add habaneros or is there something else going on that's supposed to make this hotter? But it says here, Elijah's Xtreme Regret Reserve is even hotter, screaming super hot. It packs the fire of 3 of the hottest peppers in the world: Carolina Reaper, Scorpion, and Habanero peppers. You first feel the sting of habanero and scorpion. The fire in your mouth slowly expands and your eyes tear up as sweat runs off your forehead. Your throat begins to burn as the fire slowly goes down. The pain becomes unbearable. You feel like you just ate a burning hot coal. That's when you have Xtreme Regret. Not for wimpy hot sauce lovers. Use with caution or you'll regret it. So more or less the same thing that the other one said, but they added in a little bit with the habanero. So now's where I really want to see the ingredients. First of all, here's my empty bottle of the first Xtreme Regret I had. It's Trinidad Scorpion and Carolina Reaper chili peppers, water, carrots, tomato paste, apple cider vinegar, salt, sugar, garlic, acetic and citric acids, onion, lemon, passion fruit, sugarcane vinegar, xanthan gum, and ascorbic acid. So running through it very quickly because I'm just trying to compare. This one is Carolina Reaper, Scorpion, and Habanero peppers, water, salt, sugar, cane vinegar, garlic, tomato paste, apple cider vinegar, onion, lime, passion fruit, citric and acetic acids, ascorbic, xanthan gum. Alright, so it's very similar, slightly different. It's basically the same ingredients in a little bit of a different order. I do find it interesting that on Xtreme Regret, they actually list scorpion peppers first and then the Carolina Reapers. So that makes me feel like this one has Carolina Reapers first. So that gives me a little hope that it's actually going to be hotter. And then really the only difference besides that is just that they add habanero peppers. And it seems like these other ingredients are just kind of not in the exact same order, but basically the same flavor profile. So now we got to get into it. Let's just open it up and check it out. It has perforations here, but it's not working too good. I didn't bring a knife with me. Oh, starting to get somewhere. Look, I never come prepared, man. I just get excited when I get a new sauce and I'm ready to try it. I just don't prepare. Alright. Hang on one second. I'm going to go get a knife. Alright, here we go. Shake it up. Now, what does this smell like? Oh, it does smell just like Extreme Regret. Definitely, I can't lie, it has more pepper smell than the other one. Definitely more peppers in this. I'm smelling the Carolina Reaper a lot more in this one. So maybe the mixture before with the Scorpion first and then Carolina Reaper, maybe they really dialed back on the Carolina Reaper. This has a Reaper smell. Alright, well, this is supposed to be, from what I understand, kind of tied with Ashes to Ashes for one of the hottest sauces without an extract. So it's time to find out. Will I have regret on this one? Same consistency as the first one. Very smooth. Very smooth and creamy. Okay. So, just from the initial taste, it is similar to the Extreme Regret. Definitely more bitterness, but I think that's the Carolina Reaper. And the heat is it's building in the throat right now. It's just staying right there in the back and building in the throat. So again, flavor-wise, it's not as good as the original, but I think that's only because it has much more Carolina Reaper in it. And again, this is not my experience. This is only what I've kind of learned online, because I haven't eaten the Carolina Reaper yet, but I've seen that they can have a pretty harsh bitterness that a lot of people don't like. So I'm only assuming that because that's the only real change besides adding habaneros is it seems like there's more Carolina Reapers in it. You still get the garlic, you still get the onion. It's definitely a good tasting sauce. I will say it's hotter than the original. But just from that little spoonful, you know, on my my mother of pearl spoon here, I can't say that that's as hot as Ashes to Ashes. It is for sure hotter than the original. And as they intended, I do feel the heat much more in the front of my mouth, on my tongue, from the habaneros. So, again, this is all just my personal opinions, the way I perceive the heat and flavors. I thought it was going to be hotter than it is. I am slightly disappointed. I can't say I'm completely disappointed because it's hotter. It is hotter. And it hits in more places in the mouth. You know, Extreme Regret is pretty much just the back of my throat. And then I get a little bit like on the roof of my mouth and stuff. This is hitting in the front. This is definitely getting the tip of my tongue. You know, and I thought I had to like give it a minute to build. But it's been a good minute now. I think it should have peaked by now. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to do another spoonful. You know, gotta verify. Let's try some more. Yeah, it's much more pepper forward. Much more pepper forward. So, okay. I'm feeling it now, you know, going down the esophagus. It's hotter. I can't say it's comparable to Ashes. I'd have to say Ashes to Ashes is a good bit hotter than this. This is, you know, it's more hot than the original. It burns in more places in the mouth. But it's not as hot as I was expecting. And the bitterness of the Carolina Reapers is, to me, just, it takes away from what the original had. So, I don't know, man. Am I disappointed? I guess a little bit. I mean, my reviews are meant to be honest, okay? I'm disappointed. I thought this was going to be like screaming hot with the same flavor profile. However, it's a little hotter, but I think it's really more about having the heat hit different places in your mouth and getting the front with that habanero. Because, you know, I got a good tongue sting now that I didn't get with the original. But I'm being honest here. The Carolina Reaper flavor in this kind of overpowered everything that was good about the original Extreme Regret. And that's where I get my disappointment. Because if it would have been, you know, sure it wasn't as hot as what I wanted, right? It wasn't like the screaming hot that I was hoping for. If it would have at least kept the same flavors, I would have been happy. Because at least it was hotter than the other one while still tasting the same. And although, like I said, the garlic and onion and the good flavors are there, there's just so much of a bitterness that this is one where I'm going to have to put it like on some food and see what, like, if there's a difference that way. But by itself, it's bitter. And I'm not a big bitter fan. Like, maybe some people kind of like the bitter taste of things. I don't. I don't really like the bitterness. So, flavor-wise, on the Extreme Regret Reserve, I'd say a 5. Because It's not like it's trash. You know what I mean? There's the garlic and onion are in there. It's not a bad flavor underneath of the bitterness, but the bitterness is what kills it. So there's some redeeming qualities there, but it's just bitter. I mean, how many times have I said that? I'm sorry, guys. I do tend to repeat myself. I've realized that watching my videos back, I repeat myself a lot. I don't mean to. I just get caught up and stuck on one thought. So, again, flavor is a 5. The heat, I'll probably give the heat about a 5 as well. I don't remember what I rated the Xtreme Regret original as, so always remember that my heat scale fluctuates. It goes up and down, right? So it kind of depends on the day and what I've been eating recently and things like that. So I say it's a good 5. It's kind of in the middle. It is burning definitely the front of my mouth a lot more and the roof of my mouth. And it kind of has that habanero sting that the original did not have. The original was a clean, just a pleasant burn. This one is definitely giving me that stinging all in my mouth from the habaneros. So, heat is a little bit of an upgrade in my opinion, but the flavor went down, and that's where I'm disappointed, man. I was really, truly hoping that it was going to be just as tasty and hotter. Unfortunately, I have to be honest, that's not the case. But if you're looking for something with a little extra kick, go ahead and get some anyway. Alright, because it's hot. And for your average person, they're not going to want this. Give them a drop and watch them run for the milk. Alright, it's definitely hot, definitely is hotter than the original. So, I got nothing else to say. One more quick overview. The flavor's down, the heat is up. Overall though, I expected more, especially for the price. I think I paid 20 bucks for this bottle. So, I'm going to stick with the original. And if you are in hot sauces for the flavor, then do yourself a favor. Just buy the original Xtreme Regret and stick with that one. Alright guys, later.